Students, in this assignment, you're writing your letter of reference. Now, this isn't a letter you're writing about you, as in, while I was in nursing school, I was able to see and do this, that, and the other. What you're writing is the letter that you want your reference, be it that faculty member, that clinical member, that clinical instructor, or the supervisor you currently have in your current job, writing it from their perspective. So you're writing it as if you are them, in hopes of having this written so well that when you go up to them and say, hey, Dr. So-and-so, Mr. and Miss So-and-so, I need a letter of reference because I'm applying for a job. Would you mind providing me a letter of reference? And if they agree, then you can hand them this, and then they can either choose to sign that, or they can change, or they're probably going to change it up a bit to have their own little flair. But you're going to have the meat and potatoes because you know you and your accomplishments better than anybody else. You might think that they remember everything that you did in clinical, but trust me, they probably didn't, but you will. And they'll remember those things that you're talking about in the letter. So the rationale for this is because at the end of the semester and at the end of the academic year, some of us instructors get requests for 20 to 25 letters of recommendation. And it's hard with that many to write a good letter in a timely fashion that actually accurately represents what you, the student, have done. So that's why we're doing that. We're trying to make the job quicker for you guys to get the letter and a little easier and better on the staff members so they can give you a better letter. All right, it's going to be 3 paragraphs. Now, when you're looking at the assignment, you'll see this link right here. When you click that link, this is going to come up. All right, the reason it has so many spaces up here is because it is set to print out on Cumberland University letterhead. So this is going to be the last name and the title, the correct title of the person you are asking for the letter from. So in my case, it would be Andrew J. Donadio, comma, DNP, comma, RN-BC, comma, CNE. Now, if you're not sure how to write the correct titles for the person that you're asking for a letter from, that's why I have the video in the announcement. So make sure you watch that video. Do not mess up these titles because I'll ding you on that in your grade. Address is just regular address, a business address, and then the email address of the individual. You can find that. This is self-explanatory. Opening paragraph. You're going to see 3 paragraphs here. The reason I say 4 lines, 9 lines, and 4 lines is so that it'll print up correctly on the Cumberland University letterhead. Now, let's go back to the guidelines. First paragraph is when you are describing, as that instructor, the relationship that they had with you. Hey, I met student Schmuckatelli. They were in my clinical class. I had them in the fall of 2017 for MedSurg 1. So you're establishing that that person has a relationship with you and how they did it. Second paragraph, that's when you are, from the perspective of the teacher, listing the accomplishments. You can take a look right here and you can get kind of an idea of what we're looking for. I want to see cause and effect. In my class, I was talking about diabetes education, and in the clinical, we have the opportunity to see the student do diabetes education with 2 or 3 patients. So something like that. I want to see cause and effect, something that makes you stand out, something that shows the reader, who's your prospective employer or that person you're applying to grad school to, that this person took the time out to write a letter that accurately reflects what they know about you, not just some canned letter. Third paragraph, closing. You see your guidelines right here. It also provides a letter, provides a recommendation, and it goes into like a personal, hey, this student was amazing, great grasp of the clinical policies, and I would love to have this person work for me in the future, or something like that. And that speaks volumes when they are willing to have you as a nurse work with them on the floor, or as if they were the nurse manager. All right, here's some helpful hints down here for you to go by. And as you're scrolling down, you can see the criteria. Here's I'm going to go straight off this rubric for grading criteria. One of the helpful hints, if you happen to know who this letter is going to, you actually know the name of the person you're applying to, whether it's HR or the floor manager, you know what? Put that in there for the teacher to sign off on. That way they're speaking directly to them. Keep it short and make an impact. 1 page, 3 paragraphs. If you have any questions, take a look at the assignment. Ask your friends in class, look at the syllabus. Beyond that, go to the Q&A section and I can answer your questions there.